everything that you read out, everything that Sahil stated, this smacks of a racket. And there are those who, in fact, witnesses who, in fact, I believe have come forth before the SIT and said that they acted at the behest of Samir Wankhede. Because speaking only of KP Gosavi, because you mentioned that, the report, the CBI FIR at least states that this so-called quote-unquote independent witness was allowed access into the NCB office. He was pretending to be personnel of the NCB, took that selfie, everything to extort 25 crore rupees from Shah Rukh Khan and family.
Well, exactly. The KP Gosavi's role in the whole raid or the search operation that NCB did on 2nd of October 2021 at the cruise terminal in Mumbai, it is completely suspicious. He was brought in, he was given access, he got hold of the accused, he even dragged them to the NCB office. The Aryan Khan, remember, was taken in his private vehicle to the NCB office from the cruise terminal. So why was this being allowed? Why was this allowed by the Narcotics Control Bureau? Narcotics Control Bureau is a central government drug enforcement agency. They are well equipped, they have vehicles, they have personnel on ground, they have staff on ground. But despite that, KP Gosavi always had direct access to Aryan Khan. He always had direct access. In fact, he took a selfie while Aryan Khan was in custody. He also recorded a voice note of Aryan Khan, which he apparently sent to Pooja Dadlani, who is Shah Rukh Khan's manager. And that night, that fateful night, remember, the I note clearly states that Aryan Khan's name was later added. While we were covering this case, we were reporting about this case from 2nd of October evening. We had found Aryan Khan had not been arrested till next day 10 a.m. So his arrest was only shown, as the information note cites here, his arrest was only shown later. It was an afterthought. Within the night, KP Gosavi had contacted Pooja Dadlani, had sought crores of rupees in extortion to clear Aryan Khan's name. But she only gave 50 lakh rupees, and it was further decided that now we'll have to book Aryan Khan. There's a lot of pressure. We cannot clear her name, and the money also isn't going to come. The extortion amount wasn't coming to them, and that is why it seems like an afterthought that he was booked, he was arrested. I remember speaking to Samir Wankhede that morning of 3rd of October. I asked him at 6:30 a.m. whether Aryan Khan has been arrested. He stated that he hasn't been arrested. He is being investigated. While there were others whose names were already there in the information note, Aryan Khan's name was not there. As Sahil pointed out, there were 27 names initially, out of which 17 names were removed, 10 remained. And in those 10 names also, Aryan Khan's name was not there, but it was later added into that information note. So this all looks like an afterthought. This all looks like a conspiracy which was hatched to extort money from Aryan Khan's family, from actor Shah Rukh Khan. But as they could not succeed within the night, they decided to frame Aryan Khan. They decided to book him. Initially, on the first day, Aryan Khan was just booked for consumption on Section 8 of NDPS. But on the second day of custody, Samir Wankhede added charges of conspiracy against him, showing that he was part of an international cartel. That also is an afterthought, because initially he's just been booked first day of custody, first day when he was produced in court. He was just booked for consumption. He could have been granted bail by the magistrate court. But when Section 27 of NDPS for conspiracy was added, he couldn't get bail from magistrate court because it is a session offense. And that is why this also was an afterthought. And this case completely was an afterthought of Samir Wankhede and his team members, Superintendent V.V. Singh, Intelligence Officer Ashish Ranjan, and they tried to extort money, but they couldn't succeed, and finally framed Aryan Khan for that. In fact, Siddharth Shah, who had supplied charas to Arbaz merchant, which has come to light in the SET probe also, but he wasn't booked. He was allowed to walk free. He was not charged with the NDPS case. While Aryan Khan, there was no recovery, there was no drugs found on him. But despite that, initially he was booked for consumption and then for conspiracy as well.